Good afternoon and welcome to the Gallery TV News Update at 4. I'm Eleje Chidima and here are the full details of the news. Investigation on legality of Twitter ban, Reps invite Lai Mohammed. Members of the House of Representatives have resolved to invite the Minister of Culture and Information, Lai Mohammed, in a bid to investigate the legality of the Twitter ban by the federal government. The decision was reached on Tuesday during plenary. The Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajàbíàmílà, in his speech directed the House Committee on Justice, Commerce and Information to investigate the process that led to the suspension of the microblogging site. The Speaker said the House recognizes that Twitter is a very important means of communication. According to him, the microblogging sites have been used for both bad and good, and the legislation must make sure that the policy of government are in accordance with the law and do not have adverse consequences on the people. He said relevant committee of the House are to constitute a single committee and commence an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the ban and its legality. The committee is to invite the Minister of Information on the matter. While the deliberations were ongoing, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) lawmakers staged a walkout over the Twitter ban amid a rowdy session. The lawmakers walked out after its caucus leader, Kingsley Chinda, was ruled out of order by the Speaker. Mr. Chinda has prayed the House to urge the federal government to suspend the ban while the House conducts an investigation as directed by the Speaker. This came after the federal government of Nigeria had last week announced the indefinite suspension of Twitter in the country. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, while announcing the suspension, cited the persistent use of the platform for activities that are capable of undermining Nigerian corporate existence. Following the announcement, telecom operators in Nigeria blocked the microblogging site Twitter, making users unable to have access into the website. To this effect, some navigated the hurdle using Visual Private Network (VPN). Decisions of the federal government have led to the various reactions from the envoy of the United States and the United Kingdom and the European Union in Nigeria, among others, insisting that the suspension of Twitter is a violation of fundamental human rights or freedom of expression. 3 killed along KADUNA-ZARIA highway by bandits. At least 3 persons were killed during an attack by bandits along the KADUNA-ZARIA highway in IGABI local government area of Kaduna State. The bandits were said to have invaded Duki village near the highway on Monday morning and start shooting periodically, and in the process killed 2 residents of the area. Confirming the incident, the Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, said that bandits were sighted by troops of the 4 Demo battalions of the Nigerian Army moving towards the highway from Sharu village in the Kawura area. He said the troops, acting on credible intelligence on the bandits' movements, led an ambush and intercepted them at Lamba Zango and Hawan Kwanzara village, where bandits were engaged in a firefight, resulting in them suffering several casualties. The bandits, having been deceived hurt by the troops on their front, however, retreated hastily via another route and in the process attacked Donkey village, where they killed 2 residents. The bandits also killed an unidentified male traveler and later raided Mashia and Fagunza village, from where they stole some livestock and other valuables. Still on the news, Bodex Media Social Media Hangout 2021 edition, Babajide Kundayo has the report.
Mercy Alexander, the Gallery TV MD CEO and a media practitioner, has advised Nigerians to engage social media productively, as people believe what they see or hear on the social media, and it has a way of affecting or appealing to users' intuition.
Well, it's a good thing because right now, most people don't really look at the TV anymore. They don't watch TV anymore. All they go online and start, looking at what is happening, information. Before you know it, before even TV station, the terrestrial TV could get any news. Even the online ones already gotten the news, and you can see it everywhere. So for me, social media is one thing that it will ever happen to our set of people, and it's a good thing because you learn more, you get to connect, you get to network with people, so it's beautiful.
The founder of Alexander Mercy Foundation, while speaking to journalists at the just concluded social media hangout organized by Florence Bodex, Mercy disagreed with the banning of Twitter in Nigeria as she sees social media as a place that unites the world.
No, that's what I'm okay. Yeah, with everything that is happening, you can see a few days ago, the government were not happy with what happened when it comes to the Twitter aspect of it. But for me, I disagree with that because social media we cannot do without it. It's a place where everybody should come together and help each other and talk about the happenings and the dawns of the country. And not only in Nigeria, all over the world. So I don't think we can do without social media. So I think social media, we should fight so hard to make sure that social media stays in Nigeria.
Babajide Kundayo, The Gallery TV News.
Welcome back. Lagos State penalizes 46 schools over examination malpractice. A total of 46 secondary schools in Lagos State have been penalized for examination malpractice and other acts committed during 46 secondary schools in Lagos State have been penalized for examination malpractice and other acts committed during the 2020 West African Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination (YCE) and the Basic Education Certificate Examination (BCE). 27 schools were penalized for malpractice in YCE, while 19 were punished for infringement in BCE. In a statement by the Public Affairs Officer of the Office of Education Quality Assurance (OEQA), Mr. Olaniran Emmanuel, the step followed the directive by the Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Folashade Adefishayo, that two investigative panels should look into the issue. Chairman Teaching Service Commission TESCOM, Mrs. Elizabeth Ariyo, led the investigation panel of inquiry while 19 schools were investigated and indicated for general examination malpractice and document falsification by the OEQA during the year 2020 YCE and the BCE. Letters of advice and warning were issued to some of the schools while others were told to pay fines as punishment. The TESCOM chairman, speaking to the affected school owners, said a level of trust has been reposed in schools to uphold the virtue of a qualitative educational system and not to continue to bring disrupts to the State Ministry of Education. On business news, Airport Authority discloses equipment to curb bird strikes. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria said it has unveiled bird equipment, also known as wildfire management equipment, at its headquarters annex. FAN said it inaugurated equipment in its Lagos office in a bid to improve safety flight operations and manage bird hazards at the national airport. According to a statement issued by the authority on Monday, the bird equipment will help regulate the occurrence of bird strike at various airports. The managing director of FAN, Captain Rabiu Yadudu, represented by the Director of Commercial and Business Development, Alhaji Sadiku Rafidadai, described the equipment provided by the agency as some of the best around. He said the equipment were procured based on the recommendation by the International Civil Aviation Organization. According to him, the deployment of this equipment will usher in an era of safe flight operation, as incidents relating to bird strike will now be a thing of the past. The Director of Airport Operation, Captain Mutak Muye, said what is being commissioned is not just an equipment but a complete package that also includes the recommended storage facility, petrol vehicle, and trained personnel in line with ICAO standard and recommended practices. And on foreign news, U.S. restricts visa over Cameroon conflict. The United States on Monday announced visa restriction on individuals accused of fueling violence in Western Cameroon, which have seen vicious fighting for 4 years between army troops and separatist English-speaking rebels. Members of the Anglophone minorities in the country's westernmost province have long complained of being marginalized by the French-speaking majority and President Paul Biya, in power for 38 years. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the visa restriction could apply to those being believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermine the peaceful resolution of the crisis in the Anglophone region of Cameroon. We continue to call for both the Cameroonian government and separatist army group to end the violence and engage in a dialogue without precondition, he added in the statement. It gives no detail on the numbers or names of those affected by the U.S. visa measure. In the past 4 years, more than 3,500 people have been killed and over 700,000 have fled their lives to escape the conflict. The UN and international aid groups said both troops and rebels have committed abuses and crimes against civilians. Latest news: Onuachu wins Ebony Shoe Awards. Super Eagle forward Paul Onuachu has won the Ebony Shoe Award, given to the best Africa or African origin player in the Belgian Pro League. Onuachu, who was top scorer in the Belgian Pro League last season with 33 goals, beat Club Brugge's Clayton Mata from Angola and Genk teammate Theo from Belgium to second and third place respectively. The 27-year-old became the first Nigerian to win the award in 25 years after Celestine Babayaro won in 1996 while playing for Antwerp. He also became the fifth Nigerian to cater home the Best African Award since its inception in 1992. Daniel Amokachi won twice in 1992 and 1994 with Brugge, while Victor Ibaba and Godwin Okbara were the other Nigerians who won the award in 1993 and 1995 with RAF League and Edgy Artists, respectively. The closest the Nigerian came to winning the award after Babayaro was in 2015 when Moses Simeon came second while playing for Kia Gent. Eagle striker Onuachu, who also named Gent best player in the just concluded season. And that's all we can take on the Gallery TV news update at 4. For more information, do visit us via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the day.